Alright guys, today we are going to do the carburetor and fuel lines on a Bolens bl160 weed eater. All the parts will be in the description below. I'll put a link for you. Comes with everything you'll need: fuel filter, spare one, spark plug, carburetor with the gaskets, fuel lines, extra primer bulbs, and air filters. Everything you'll need to do this job. Just click on the link in the description, it'll take you right there. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is take off this air filter cover. See, there's the squarish foam air filter inside of it. Now this is either torque 25 or a flathead screwdriver. Oops, hang my camera. I'm going to use the flathead myself. Torque 25 is the star-shaped guy. You can get them on Amazon pretty cheap. They work really well. But flathead will work just fine in this. And then the throttle cable just tilted up. It's just a little S-turn. Don't worry about the fuel lines and where they go. I'll explain all that as we do this job. It will squirt gas out. If you crack the lid, if it's pouring out, it'll stop pouring out. We're going to go ahead and drain all this fuel. Oh, it's coming out the lid now. We're going to drain all this fuel out of this. We want it to be completely clean and dry. Then we want to go ahead and remove any of the fuel lines that are in this. The clearest one should just pull right out, no problem. And then you grab the other one from inside. Like a piece of wire with a hook bent into it. Usually we'll grab a hold of it. Or you can use a pair of needle nose. Just going to get it out. Unless it's completely crumbled and destroyed, and then you just pull it from the top. And make sure you pull out any debris that's in the tank as well, if the filters or the lines are disintegrating. Alright, we're going to start with lines here. We're going to cut the fuel line into a point. We're going to take the point of this, we're going to go into the back hole with it. And we're going to shove it down in there with a pair of needle nose pliers until we got enough of it sticking out of the mouth where we can reach in and grab it and pull it through. So we're only going to, or actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and pull this right on through. Right on out like that. We're going to cut the tip off, and then we're going to put the fuel filter on the end of it. Stick the filter back into the tank. There'll be some extra if you have it pulled out too far. You want the filter to lay right on the middle of the tank. So you pull it out until it's just straight, perfect laying right on the middle, on the bottom of the tank. Alright, we're going to go ahead and set this up. Just get an idea how long we need the fuel line. And we're going to just cut that fuel line off about that length. And there's your filter line. Then we're going to go ahead and cut it into a point again. This time, since the hole's a little closer, we're going to cut the point a bit longer so we can really get it down in there. Go in the front hole. I'm going to work that thing down. So we cut it longer, we can actually see it sticking right out right here. Grab it. We're going to pull it through. That one only has to just get pulled through maybe an inch. It's a return line. Long line is going to be a return line. It just squirts the fuel back in it when you're priming. Alright, so we're going to hook our throttle first. This furthest one from the primer bulb is your suction. That goes to the short line with the filter. Long one is the return line. That'll go to the long line without the filter. Suction, return. Alright, we're going to hook up the throttle arms, just an S turn, you stab it in. It goes in like that, no big deal. Just so we don't forget which side this goes to, I'm just going to kind of stab it on a little bit, just so you know it goes to that side. We're going to want to shorten that up. But first we're going to go ahead. Oh, this thing's stuck to the carburetor stuff. There we go. And this has a yellow O-ring gasket, so you don't need to use these gaskets. The one gasket that goes on this side, it's going to have the single hole. You're going to put that on this though, if you want that on there. Alright, we're going to stab this through the carburetor. And then, you know, throttle cable came off, so put it back on. And get them bolts started. Alright, get them tightened down. We're going to get them both snugged up first. We don't want to over tighten them. We just want to get them both started and then snug just where it touches. I'm going to use my torque 25. And alright, so they're both touching. Then you can tighten them down. Just kind of bringing them up, you know, evenly. Bringing them down evenly. There we go. Alright, now this fuel line down here is too long. First, let's go ahead to this one here. We're going to cut that one to length. And that's your return line. That's going to be closest to the primer bulb. Get it shoved on there nice, tight. And then, you know, this one's a little too long. We're going to pull it off. We're going to shorten it up just a notch. If you go too short, you do have a little space where you can pull it back out of the tank a little bit. But, you know, a little curve on it's good because these are going to shrink with the, you know, the gas and the heat and everything. So you want a little bit of a curve on them, not too straight. Get them right up on there nice and tight. All right. And those things are ready now. The throttle is working on it. We're ready to go. Just put a little bit of gas in there. I got it mixed rich so you can kind of see it. Put the gas cap on. This just flexes. Goes right on in. And then we're going to prime it to see that it's working properly. There it goes. Primed right up. If it isn't priming, look inside here. If you see foam coming out of a fuel filter, it means you got these two lines backwards. Just pull them off, switch them, put them back on. Alright, so we got it primed. We're going to hold it full throttle, full choke, make sure the switch is on. Sorry, I had a customer. Full throttle, full choke, primed up. It just fired. Take it off choke, keep it full throttle. There is a bit of hesitation. Let me bring it down. There's a bit of hesitation in this. These are Pac-Man adjustment screws. It's this furthest one out. We're going to turn it counterclockwise just a smidge, and that'll enrich in the fuel air mixture and get rid of that hesitation. Hold on, I'll show you. it's idling a little high because the head is still moving at the very bottom. So this is your idle screw. It's a Phillips head or a flathead. We're going to turn that counterclockwise to bring the idle down and clockwise to bring it up. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust that now. Yeah, actually this one has an issue with the clutch always engaged on it. Maybe it doesn't have a clutch. Oh no, I don't think this one has a clutch. This one might not have a clutch, and that's why. But we're gonna go ahead and just make sure this idle's back where it was. I think it was fine before. No, you know what? That's actually good there. Alright guys, this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Oh, air filter, put it back in the container like that, and then this will hook right through here, and then close, tight, click. This helped you out in any way, shape, or form. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I will put the parts in the description below. If I forget to put the Pac-Man adjustment screwdriver in the description below, HIPA even makes a whole set. I'll put that in there. You'll have every adjustment screwdriver you could possibly ever need. I'll put that in the description below. If I forget to, just remind me. If you want to, if this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. If you want to do any advertising through my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have you guys. Peace.